In the last couple of days, I have shared my findings regarding cleaning products, soaps, laundry, detergent, that sort of thing. And I also am having a conversation on another social media platform with a woman dialoguing about Thieves, and she loves Thieves, the laundry soap, and it was just that it doesn't my kids' sports clothes, I guess, they get pretty grungy. They're having a hard time getting the scent out, and so the odor, I should say. And so we're finding some solutions. And actually, what's cool is if I stop for a moment and go back old school, as my mom just shared with me a moment ago, that back in the day, people would soak their laundry, and now we're in such a frenzied society that we have to just throw it in the wash and away we go and expect a miracle to happen while we're off doing whatever. And that's actually just not the way that laundry should be. You have these fibers, right? If you take your clothes and you peel them apart, and you see odors are things, and stains are things, and they get stuck in here. And so what we're asking is a laundry soap to go in and just clean it. When if we stop for a moment, we realize, well, back in the day, our grandmothers and great-grandmothers and great-great-grandmothers would go in and they would treat the stain, or they would pre-soak everything. So we've gotten away from doing what's right by our clothes, and we're in kind of a throwaway culture, aren't we? And so we don't really worry about it. And anyway, so in this conversation, sorry, I digress. In this conversation with a friend, she would say, okay, what about this laundry soap? Is this good? And I'm reading the ingredients, and I said, no, because it has fragrance. Send me another one. No, it has fragrance. It's like we could have 1,000 different laundry soaps, cleaning supplies, hand soaps, all at our disposal that are beautiful, that don't have SLS, that don't have phthalates, that don't have parabens. We could have makeup at our disposal, whatever we choose. It doesn't have to be Savvy Minerals, and it wouldn't necessarily be Thieves Cleaner, except every single one of these products she sent me had fragrance. So then I Googled just some dangers of fragrance, and I came across this article. It was like, WTF, is fragrance anyway? I'm like, I like this person because she speaks like I speak, so I stole hers. And the reality is that fragrance, I will read just, it's basically like, so why is it bad? You can have the word fragrance. I'll tell you in a moment how this was allowed. She did the legwork for me, and she's amazing. It's the website is nontoxicrevolution.org, by the way, that I'm looking up, that I'm referencing. Back in 1966, the FDA created a fragrance act. And within this act, you could have 3,000 chemicals just lumped, I should say toxins. No, I'll say chemicals. That actually is more accurate. All lumped under the word fragrance. That's it. And we don't know what these fragrances do. We don't know what harm they cause. But what we do know, like the extent of the harm, but what we do know is that they are harmful. That's what I should say. And they don't have to list the formula that we have these fragrances from. Are you following me? So I'll go back. In 1966, the FDA had a fragrance act as a loophole, saying that you could use the whatever, and if you label it fragrance, it can go ahead and be in your personal care products, and you don't have to explain what it is, what's in it, how it came to be. Okay. It gives brands the opportunity to cut costs, right? And add toxic chemicals into their products to make it smell better. So, okay, let me back up. So let's say you have a product and you have to use some toxic chemical and it smells rancid, right? Because it's disgusting to clean. So we just add something called fragrance to it. Now it smells better, but now we've got two crappy things. Okay, well now you have all this whole green movement. Everybody wants natural, everybody, cancer, blah, 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 all these things. Okay, so we're gonna just take out all the things that the buzzwords, right? Parabens. We're gonna take out phthalates. We're gonna take out SLS because that's super evil, which it is. But we know that in the United States, we like things to smell pretty because we just like that. That's just our culture. We live in a Bath and Body Works scent obsessed culture. So we're going to have all these great products, really clean, really lovely natural products. And yet, because our culture wants super lovely smelling things, because we all know emotions are triggered by our sense of smell, now we're going to put fragrance in there to make it smell better. You guys know clean isn't a smell, right? I know, right? Now my Roman is sighing. Clean doesn't necessarily have a smell. Clean is just nothing. Go outside. There's really no scent unless you're walking in a wooded forest, unless you're walking through a garden. It's pretty telling. So here we have fragrance. Why are these so bad? I said I was going to start with that first, but I got on another tangent. What happens when you have a fragrance that is toxic? It creates a frenzy of reactive behavior in your body. Your body does not recognize synthetic junk. It just doesn't. You and I could sit here and argue this all day long, but in the end, you would be wrong. Sorry. You're wrong if you think your body can handle something synthetic. That's not okay. If you have some toxic or a synthetic laundry soap, something that your body doesn't recognize, something that was not created in nature, your body will have an adverse reaction, period. I'm just here to tell you, your body will not enjoy that. And it will sure as hell tell you pretty quick. It'll tell you in migraines. It'll tell you in headaches. It'll tell you in allergies. It will tell you in asthma. It will tell you in chronic lung disease and a whole host of other issues. It may not tell you right away. We call it bioaccumulative, where your body builds up. And then it's like, and I'm done with you. Here you go. Thanks for giving me all that synthetic crap. Now you get asthma or you get allergies. See how that works? I'll prove it because here's what I know. Babies are not born with allergies. Oh, but my child had an allergy, Jen. Okay, yeah, but what were you using while you were pregnant? If you're slathering your body with all this stuff, if you're putting lead-laden lipstick, whatever, then that is going into your baby and it's in the umbilical cord. And here's the deal. Now, if babies' umbilical cords are tested, they have found 150 to 300 chemicals in that umbilical cord. Oh my gosh, do I wonder why my son had cancer? Not anymore. So, here's the other thing. I found, I can't think of the company. This gal sent me another link to this. And then again, it was good. Then it said fragrance. And then it said in little brackets, contains essential oils in the fragrance. So I'm like, I see what you did there. Now, because essential oils are so prolific, even though they've been around since the creation of the world, that God created us to use essential oils and the herbs and all of that, whatever. But in the last 10 or 15 years, they've become super popular. So now everybody has essential oils. Oh, even the toxic products. And here we're going to go ahead and throw essential oils in the mix with the word fragrance. You want to piss me off? Go ahead and do that. Because I'm like, yeah. Okay. So here we have fragrance contains essential oils. Now you, dear user, are like, oh, well, the fragrance is an essential oil. No. It might have an essential oil with it, but remember, we still have the word fragrance. Okay? If it has natural fragrance from essential oils and it's not a bracketed, right? It's all marketing. See, this is the thing, is people don't want to take something and look and read the label. We just look at it and go, oh, it says natural fragrance, essential oil. Okay, that should be good. But when you're learning how to think, not what to think, right? So I'm trying to teach you guys how to think. I'm hoping that you're picking that up. So if you learn how to think, you'll look at your label and say, fragrance contains essential oils. But that word fragrance is still there. And we know it might as well be a 4-letter word. It's worse than the F word that nobody likes me to say. This is a worse F word. So here we have the dilemma. Are there no other cleaners besides Thieves? I mean, it sure as hell would appear not. You can do, like what I did when I first started, is I had baking soda, vinegar, maybe like lemon or lime, or even like lemon essential oil. Okay. They work, but it takes a whole heck of a lot of elbow grease. And when I have my kids help me, I'm like, oh gosh, let me just do that because you're not scrubbing as hard. And for me, I look at it and I'm like, well, Thieves has everything. My body recognizes what is in Thieves Cleaner. It recognizes what's in the dish soap or the laundry soap. It just recognizes it. We will have zero adverse reaction. So and here's me. My job is to just educate you and to teach you how to think. And whether you choose Thieves essential oil, Thieves household cleaner, Thieves laundry soap or not, that's up to you. But what I'm trying to tell you is, so far, and here's me, I don't know anyone who has researched more than I have on this stuff. Because I do have friends that are like, oh, I don't want to buy from an MLM. It'll hurt somebody's feelings. And okay, so go ahead, use your crappy product. That's fine. And I would love to be able to tell somebody, well, you can use Thieves or there's this other thing. I haven't found it yet. It's just not there because these morons will not take out the fragrance. Tell me that doesn't just chap anybody else. So, what's fragrance? I just told you. I hope you wrote it down. But it shouldn't be in our products, particularly our personal care products. And here's the crappy thing. I'll leave you with this. Can I tell you that it's not just now in our personal care products? Okay? It's in, what did this thing say? And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. So perfumes aren't the only culprit, right? If you are not, I have to show you guys this, please hold. It's behind my phone. If you are not making your own, from Melissa Pepping's book of perfumes with essential oils, let me just tell you, that's a treat. You will definitely be thankful that you did. So perfumes from the store are not the only culprit. Fragrance is in furniture, my lovely couch that my beautiful dog is sleeping on. It's in adhesives. It's in cleaning supplies, as I just mentioned. It's in paints, and it's even in paper, scented paper. Like, stay out of my stuff, please and thank you. Gone are the days where kids are just getting high sniffing glue. Shoot, all you gotta do is get paper. Anyhow, just be aware. Be a savvy consumer and take the time. Literally, guys, this has taken me, it's a cumulative of, a few years of just looking up a couple articles, reading a couple of ingredients, and then doing the research on it. It's not that hard. So it's not like every time you go to the market, you're going to have to read every single label. I mean, my Lord, I'd be like, you know what? I guess this is how it ends. I'm not doing that. I did it one time, and I did my research one time, and now when someone brings a product to my attention, I hop on, use the Village Elder, Google, and I look it up. It's super simple. Know your ingredients, understand what fragrance is, understand what you're looking for, what you aren't looking for, and go from there. And yes, to date, so far, Thieves is about the only thing that I've found. Okay? So get you some. We'll talk to you guys soon.